So hi there, it's Karl here from Fact Fiend, and I'm here to talk to you today about fitness. Before you click away, there's a twist, because I'd also like to encourage people to join something I've dubbed the Cult of Kathy Smith.
Hi, I'm Kathy Smith, and we just finished shooting the most incredible video that I've ever seen.
Now, statistically, a lot of the people watching this video at the start of this year will have made a New Year's resolution related to fitness or health. And if studies are to be believed, a good chunk of those people have since changed or altogether abandoned that goal. And if you are one of those people, I'm not here to judge. As mentioned, statistically, most of the people who've made a New Year's resolution will have given up on it by the time this video is released in around mid-March. However, in regards to fitness, I feel that I do have some degree of authority to talk about this because I've been both over and underweight during my own particular struggles with becoming healthy and fit. So to help visualize that, some numbers, because I'm aware that a lot of the people who watch my content only see me on like a 3-inch wide screen. So I am 6 foot 3 inches tall. Like, technically, I'm 6 foot 2 3/4, but if all those guys on Tinder can have 2 inches to be 6 foot, I'm going to take that extra 1/4 inch. But that amounts to, in metrics, if anyone has trouble visualizing feet in inches, to about 190 centimeters tall. And I've been that height since I was 18, and I'm currently 32 years old as of February 2023.
It's your birthday?
Yes! Remember, it's the same day as the dogs.
Santa's little helper, it's your birthday? Ooh, we gotta get you a present. Yes, we do.
And my weight at the moment, as of checking this morning, is about 15 stone, which is a British way of measuring weight. So for the Americans and the metric aficionados, that is 210 pounds on 95 kilos, which technically makes me overweight if you go by standard BMI calculators, but those things suck for anyone who falls outside of the very narrow definition of what an average person is. But this is like a healthy weight for me, as I'm about to discuss, because I have been this height for over a decade now. And in that time, my weight has fluctuated between, and I have the numbers here, 9 stone, which is roughly 125 pounds or just over 60 kilos, to my heaviest when I was weightlifting immediately prior to the pandemic, which was 60.5 stone or about 230 pounds or roughly 105 kilos. So yeah, pretty big differential in my weight there. And during the pandemic itself, my weight steadied out around 16 stones, but because I wasn't exercising, because I foolishly believed that lockdown's only going to last 2 weeks, so I continued to eat the 4,000 to 5,000 calories I was eating while exercising 5 times a week, and very slowly, not putting on the weight, but anyone who just studied biology in school will know muscle weighs more than fat, so I didn't notice that I was actually getting far, far unfitter because my weight didn't change, and in fact it went down. It was only after a year or so in lockdown, I saw myself in videos and had comments from people that I knew and strangers on the internet. They were very much appreciated, by the way, telling me I was getting fat during a global pandemic. But yeah, I noticed and I wasn't happy with it, so I just cut out eating as much as I could, tried to start exercising again and managed to slim down to about 14 stone, and then that's slowly gone up as I've been able to attend the gym again to get to about the where I am now.
Actually, Homer, that's just one. See, each push-up includes both an up part and a down part.
I have been severely underweight. I've been, I think, technically bordering on obese if you go, by BMI standards, which, is a whole other kettle of fish. But yeah, I've struggled with my weight for many years, and, that's affected my self-image, my confidence, my ability to interact with the fairer sex. Just overall, my motivation to do anything. My job is being online. There were times during the pandemic I was really, really self-conscious about being on camera because I felt so unfit, so unhealthy, so unattractive. So I'm more than aware of the struggles that can accompany trying to deal with one's weight and overall level of fitness, but I'm well aware that not to the extent others do. Now, my story is by no means unique, and I'm under no illusion that I struggled more than anyone else. I just thought telling that story would give people really some perspective on my own journey and just make people aware that, yes, I have dealt with the many setbacks and how demoralizing they can be when trying to get to a healthy weight which you're happy with. Which brings in Kathy Smith. So if anyone's watched my videos in the past or follows me on social media, which you can do with the links below, you've no doubt noticed by now I'm not very conventional in my approach to many things, and fitness is no different. And it's always been a struggle for me to just get healthy because I find it so boring to do the same repetitive task over and over again, which is what most exercise is. And I've tried to alleviate that by doing things like, fun exercise, going to play badminton, going swimming, jogging, climbing, all that good stuff. But it's very difficult and very expensive to do that all of the time. And as a result, my motivation to do such things has waned and fluctuated over the years, as I imagine is the same for many people out there. And that's one of the reasons why I've spent the last few months becoming intimately familiar with a lady called Kathy Smith. And I should probably give some background to who this lady is. So a couple of months ago, I was, I think like many people do, just watching some YouTube videos, like while I was cooking or something like that, and fell down a rabbit hole of Key and Peele skits. And there was one skit that took my eye, specifically this one.
Flag!
And the reasons why I became entranced with this skit were twofold. One, it looked really legit. Like, so legit in fact that I couldn't believe it was just something someone came up with from their head. Like, I was obsessed with the idea it had to be based on a real thing because it was such a specific visual. And also the song that plays in the background was really catchy. And that led me to do some research, and I found out that it was indeed inspired by a real event. I believe it's the Crystal Lights National Aerobics Championships or something like that, which was a nationwide competition held in America throughout the 80s and early 90s, where they would get aerobics instructors from across America to compete to see who was the best aerobics instructor. And that song that's playing in the background, the Key and Peele skit, was the intro song throughout the 80s. And I think they changed it in the early 90s, and then the actual competition itself ended around like 93, 94 or something like that. And again, I fell into a rabbit hole of watching these videos, and something that struck me is how fun it looks and how fit all of the people in the videos looked. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be fun if I did that? And I sent the videos of that to my girlfriend at the time and joked about doing one of those routines, to which she responded, "Why don't you?" And I thought to myself, yeah, why don't I learn one of these routines? And I started Googling, is there anywhere I can go do one in Sheffield? And unfortunately, there is not. There are Zumba classes, there are Pilates classes, but there was nowhere specifically I could go to learn how to do that. But that didn't stop me, because I thought, well, this exists on the internet, I could probably just watch this video and learn a routine from it. But that's when I realised there's no way I can copy the things these people are doing. These are the best people in the world. There must be an introductory course on YouTube somewhere that will teach me the basics of how to do aerobics, and specifically how to do aerobics with music like that, because it just made it more fun. So on January 1st, as I've done many times in the past, I woke up with a hangover. I poured myself a coffee, and I opened up my laptop. But rather than just scrolling on the internet or checking emails, because yeah, I'm a sad act who works on New Year's Day, because I usually get really bored. But no, I opened up YouTube and I typed in 80s aerobics routine, and up popped a video simply titled Kathy Smith Fat Burning Exercise 1980s.
I'm Kathy Smith.
When I say video, I mean someone literally had a VHS copy of one of Kathy Smith's tapes, had taken it, digitized it, and uploaded the entire thing to YouTube. And the idea that existed was so amusing to me that I pressed play on that video, and I thought, well, this is going to be a piece of piss, right? This is like, I am a young, fit guy. This is a 120-pound white lady from the 1980s wearing spandex. How difficult could this be? 45 minutes later, I am on my arse in my kitchen, struggling for breath, and Kathy's just there saying, "You can do it. One last stretch." So you know what, Kathy Smith? See what the fuck you got. Fucking hell, Kathy Smith's got hands. And yeah, I realised then and there, man, maybe not as fit as I thought I am, at least in this one specific regard. And after I'd gotten my breath back and had been suitably humbled by Kathy, I decided to watch the rest of the tape. So I just fast forwarded straight to the exercise part, and something she said in the preamble to the tape really resonated with me when she talked about how she didn't want people to just focus on losing weight. She wanted them to focus on getting fit, and how, you know, losing weight would be a natural part of that. But first and foremost, the tape was to improve your overall health and, you know, make exercise fun.
One last word. With all this talk about losing fat and dropping pounds, I just want to reinforce one crucial point. My emphasis here in this tape, as in all my videos, is to help you shift your focus from getting thin to getting healthy.
And I know that's by no means a unique thing for an aerobics instructor in the 1980s to say, but at that exact point in time, I really needed to hear that. And Kathy also mentioned that, you know, she'd had testimonials from people at home, which included husbands who'd lost stubborn spare tyres. I'm quoting this directly because I've watched it so many times now, and I looked down at myself and went, okay, yeah, that could describe me.
Now, comments from people who have used this workout range from men telling me that they've gotten rid of stubborn spare tires.
What else you got, Kathy? And she just said, if you do this tape 2 to 3 times a week, I guarantee that you'll be healthier, fitter, and feel better than you ever done in years. And that's exactly what I've done for the last 3 months, doing that tape 2 to 3 times a week, as Kathy advised, in between doing things like going to the gym, going for a jog, like badminton with friends, climbing, that sort of thing. But sure enough, every couple of days, open up my laptop, hit that bookmark, and go straight to Kathy. And I would like to invite everyone with the sound of my voice to do the same thing. But I'm aware that doing any kind of exercise without motivation or a little friendly peer pressure is difficult. So let's be honest, if exercise was easy, everyone would do it. So what you can also find linked below, in addition to the video that I've been doing, is a link to my Discord, specifically the part of it titled the Kathy Smith Appreciation Society, which I post in every time I do the Kathy Smith workout when I remember. Sometimes I just go straight out and get a shower, but I try to do it as much as I can, and I encourage anyone who joins to do the same thing, because it's fun.
Forward go, last time all the way through, you got it! Take it forward and up, 2, 3, hold it here, 1, 2, 3, switch sides.
And I actually don't know why I'm making this video beyond. It's been fun, and I would like other people to have the fun that I've had. And it's been a fantastic icebreaker when interacting with new people, and I feel like maybe there are some people out there who also need that, and maybe the additional motivation of having other people just to, like, you know, talk to and interact with about this. Plus, as well, it's fun.
Give yourself at least 3 months, and I swear you will see rosier cheeks, you're going to see a lot of vitality, and you're going to see a leaner, tighter body. What I want is for you to start right now, put that tape on, and have some fun with this whole thing. I'm Kathy Smith. Now have a good time with your good health.